These are my top 5 books for creative entrepreneurs in 2024. If you guys are new here, hi, my name is Josh. I am a photographer, content creator, social media manager, and business owner. And my girlfriend and I each make 6 figures working from our laptops. If this sounds like you, or you want to be doing more of this in 2024, then make sure you hit that subscribe button down below. I don't know what it is about the start of every year, but right around January, I get the urge to read more and learn more, and this year is no exception. The 5 books we're going to talk about today cover everything from work to life and everything in between. Some of them are more self-help and psychology focused, while some are very, very technical and actionable. I'm also a big believer in not reading every book that's on this planet. I'm a believer in finding the 10-20 books that you really resonate with in your life and reading them 10-20 times throughout your lifetime. So a few of these books I've already read several times because they resonate with my life and my career so much, which is why I'm sharing them with all of you. Okay, book number 1, The 4-Hour Workweek. This is a classic book by Tim Ferriss from 2007, 2008, around that time, and it is the very first book that I read when first getting into business and lifestyle design style of books. And this is a book that I recommend to every single person that is an entrepreneur and a creative entrepreneur, and especially someone like you and I that want to travel the world, that want to be free from an office and work from our laptops anywhere, anytime. The book basically runs through an acronym known as DEAL, D-E-A-L, and they stand for Define, Eliminate, Automate, and Liberate. And you'll see why those are the 4 things when you read this book. But I promise, once you read this book, your whole life is going to be turned upside down and you're going to want to make massive change. The reason I love this book so much and why it's been so popular in the past is because it's a really good mix of ideas that you can ponder and think about, but also really actionable tools that you can use in your everyday life right now to start building the life of your dreams. Book number 2 is The Road Back to You. Now, this book is actually a book that you read when you've already done something called the Enneagram Test. Now, the Enneagram Test is a free personality type test that you can take online. It takes about 20-30 minutes. It's a bunch of questions, and that you answer honestly about who you are right now. That will put you into one of 9 personality types, which you then can read this book to help you navigate, define, and weave through career and life. Now, you may think that you know what type you are before even taking the Enneagram test as I read these out, but I promise you, read the test, you'll find out what type you are, and you'll find out what your other types are, your wings that are also part of your personality. But the 9 types of personality according to the Enneagram are the perfectionist, the helper, the performer, the romantic, the investigator, the loyalist, the enthusiast, the challenger, and the peacemaker. Now, right off the bat, I'm sure some of those already resonate with you, but like I said, take the test and then read this book, The Road Back to You. It is a fantastic read. And it's also a great reference that I come back to every once in a while if I feel unaligned in relationship or in life or in work and career, friendship, family. All of these things are helpfully defined in this book. Book number 3 is The Nomad Capitalist by Andrew Henderson. Now, this is probably the most technical and advanced book out of the 5 today, but I promise you, if your goal is to be able to work from anywhere in the world, to have citizenships all around the world, to have businesses set up all around the world, this is the book for you. It is heavy. I consider it more of a textbook than an actual easy weekend read, but it's got a ton of really useful information about reclaiming your freedom with offshore bank accounts, dual citizenship, foreign companies, and overseas investments. I know that might sound boring, but trust me, when you're designing this lifestyle of being able to roam around the world and work from anywhere, these tools are super helpful. And what I love about Andrew Henderson is that he's just brutally honest. There's no bullshit. It is just straight to the point, no fluff. Do this, don't do this, and that's all. Not the most fun book, but definitely a really important book to have on the shelf. Book number 4 is actually a book that I gave to a friend because I love this book so much, and it's called Tribes by Seth Godin. This is a marketing book. It's actually quite small, so it's an easy weekend read, but it's a marketing book about the concept of creating tribes out of your customer base, or who you want your customer base to be. The whole idea of the book explains how everything in life, from religion to social groups to even family settings, are all built around the idea of what a tribe is, which is a group of people that all believe in or belong to the same ideology or set of beliefs. And it explains how in business, when you try and sell a product or service, it tells you that when you try and please everyone, you end up pleasing no one. So what you need to do is define who your tribe is and sell to them. Seth Godin is a marketing genius in his own right, but this book is my favorite easy read from him that is a staple in my marketing book repertoire. This dog keeps moving my camera. That's great. That's great. Say hi. Book number 5 is actually not only my top pick for this year, but it's my #1 book of all time, and it is called How I Found Freedom in an Unfree World by Harry Brown. I got recommended this book by my friend Mash when I met Mash down in Grenada a couple years ago, and she told me about this book after meeting her for only 5 or 10 minutes, and it really has changed my whole life. Basically, the book is broken up into 3 parts. Part number 1 discusses all of the traps that we're in as individuals in this world, from family to friends to government to economics to work, everything. It talks about all of the traps that we are constantly in. Yes, that sounds negative, but it is good to define what those traps are. Part 2 is how to find freedom from all those traps. This is where it gets fun because it actually teaches you, well, you have all these traps, but how do we actually navigate them and go beyond them, go higher than them to really live free in an unfree world? And then part 3 says, well, now that you have all these tools to be free from these traps, how do you navigate your new life, your new changed life when it comes to family, friends, career, physical health, all the above? I have recommended this book to countless people. It is my favorite book. It's definitely not going to be like a top 10 seller at any bookstore anytime soon, but it is one that I always tell people to read. And that's it. Those are my top 5 books for creative entrepreneurs in 2024. If these books or this style of living resonates with you, definitely make sure to hit that subscribe button, because this whole channel is going to be about photography, travel, living a nomad creative entrepreneur lifestyle, and I want to share all this knowledge with you. Let me know down in the comments what books you guys are reading this year, because I'm looking to pick up a few for some travel that we have coming up. But until next time, I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.